Another classification of good is when we look at merit and demerit goods. These are some goods that could be under or over demanded. For example, when it comes to merit good, government believes that they are undervalued by consumer and therefore underconsumed in a market. In other words, we believe strongly that consumers do not fully perceive the benefits that they will gain from consuming such goods, and that is why they are called merit goods. One such situation in which the merit good phenomenon arises is where the government is in a better position than individuals to take a long term view of what is good for society. In particular, governments may need to take decisions on behalf of future generations as well as the present. So, one could argue this that resources need to be used wisely in the present in order to protect the interests for tomorrow's citizens. So, for example, if the government is thinking about the environment, they may believe that the environment may need to be protected because this is going to not only help today's generation but also future generations to come. So the government can, for example, be having this idea of merit good that they have better information than the consumers, and as a result of that they may take decisions on their behalf. For example, education is considered as a merit good because it is believed that parents do not have full information about the benefits of education for their children, and as a result they may make poor decisions about their schooling. The authorities or the government can then see that they should intervene and take decisions on behalf of the population, for example, by imposing a minimum school leaving age. Otherwise, what can happen is that education may end up being underconsumed. Similarly, in the case of vaccines, a lot of people were not really willing to put vaccines, and as a result, the government may make it mandatory for people to actually get vaccinated. By doing so, not only you benefit yourself but the society. So the information failure is that the consumer of a vaccine may not realize the true benefit of the vaccine and may therefore not consume or demand it, and therefore it might remain under provisioned or under consumed. Similar to the idea of merit goods, we also have something called demerit goods. These are a category of goods that government think will be over-consumed in a market, and the reason why they are demerit goods is because they are basically goods which are bad when it comes to consumer, in terms of not only harming the consumer but also harming the society. A good example of this could be tobacco or hard drugs, where the consumer of the good may not realize therefore the harm of the good, and as a result of this information failure end up over consuming this good, and this overconsumption not only harm the consumer but also the society. So such goods should be therefore, according to the government, discouraged through various policies of taxes or even government regulations.